there. I'm Bruce St. James. She's Pamela Hughes. He's Rob Hunter. And here are the stories people are talking about this morning. We call it the playlist. You'll use Wikipedia? You like using Wikipedia? I use it all the time. Yeah, well, you won't be able to use it tomorrow. That's right. They are going dark.
Really?
And on purpose. Wikipedia is going dark to protest the Stop Online Piracy Act. You might hear it by its acronym SOPA, S-O-P-A. It would give the government the power to shut down entire websites that are accused of pirating music or movies. The Obama administration just recently came out against SOPA.
Good. I'm glad they came out against it yesterday, but I'm really struggling to see how Wikipedia going dark for one day is going to change anything.
Solidarity.
Well, but I think this is their probably reasoning, because this could happen any website, anything that's accused of pirate, just accused. It's not a court process, not found guilty, just, hey, by the way, you shared a link on Twitter that's a pirated copy of music.
Down.
Shut the whole website down. That's, I think, what Wikipedia's trying to get at.
Yeah.
Track 2.
OWS has done it again.
Oh, boy.
Yes, last month, the Occupy Wall Street kids said that they'd be taking over a foreclosed home and moving a homeless family in.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah, the only problem, aside from the fact that they're trespassing, is that the house they chose is still owned by a guy named Wise Adizi.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a single dad who's been going through foreclosure proceedings with B of A since 2009. He's trying to get his house back.
Trying to get back in there.
Now, Occupy Wall Street spent about $10,000 breaking in, setting up camp for a family that isn't even living there right now. Azadi wants to know why they're not helping him.
Yeah, no kidding, because he's exactly what they're supposedly fighting against.
Right.
Sort of a single dad trying to raise his kids, but they're like, whatever, we got to break the windows and get somebody else in here because we're teenagers and 22-year-olds with Apple products that protest whatever.
That'll teach them.
Yeah.
You got him, Rob. Well, besides those idiots, at least they're starting to get a little more focused. Congress is coming back into session, and there is going to be an Occupy Congress crowd. Hey, you're getting warmer at least. You're getting warmer.
Track 3.
Who doesn't love a good pizza delivered to the house, right? Show up 30 minutes, eat your pizza. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
How about Burger King delivery?
Really?
No, they're really going to test this out. They're doing it in 4 Burger Kings in and around the D.C. area.
Okay.
There is a $2 delivery fee, and you might be worried, man, who wants soggy fries
They
in
do
that
get
burger?
soggy,
Like
don't
if
they?
that burger sits there
Not
for long,
good.
the same thing. Well, they say, look, we have new thermal packaging. It's going to keep the burger warm and keep the fries from getting soggy. You guys in?
So what you're saying is if you're too fat to get out through the front door of your house and or even make it through the drive-thru, we will piggy size your fries and bring you a triple hamburger and a shake to your house. I can't see any bad that comes of this.
Yummy.
Well, you know what? I think they're kind of missing the point here. A big business opportunity.
Yeah.
They should focus more on the thermal packaging part of it.
Right.
Because anytime I go through the drive-thru and got to drive a little way, either back to the station to eat my food or back home to eat my food, the fries are inevitably soggy.
Yeah.
So just sell the thermal packaging outright so people can use it at their own convenience and problem solved.
Look at that.
Track 4.
Speaking of driving, are you worried about your teenager using their cell phone while they drive your car, inevitably, one that you pay for? Well, maybe you don't have to anymore. More and more technology is popping up. It's going to keep them from being able to use their phones while they drive. There are a bunch of software programs out there right now that will do things like lock the phone whenever the car is in motion. And there are jamming programs as well, which block cell phones from being used when a car is driving over a preset speed.
See, I love this.
Yeah?
I think it's fantastic. We know that distracted driving kills, but I think the parents that are going to subscribe to these services and tell their kids that this is what is expected of them also need to be expected not to use the phone and talk on it in the car while they've got the kids in it with them.
Agreed, because if it's dangerous for teenagers, it's dangerous for us as well, and we need to keep that in mind. And I'm glad that this technology is coming out, and the fact that we're using it, we're talking about it, because maybe then we'll get down to the business of actually driving
Hold your
when we're
breath.
in the car.
Track 5.
All right, guys, this could be both a blessing and a curse.
What's that?
Well, we know the problems with prescription painkillers all becoming addictive, right?
Yeah.
Well, hydrocodone is among the most addictive. It's in drugs like Vicodin, which is not extended release, and so, it has no more than 10 milligrams of the drug in it.
Okay.
Well, there's a new drug out there that they're testing that has 12-hour extended release pills with up to 45 milligrams of hydrocodone
That's
in
a
it.
lot.
Yeah, final testing is in the works right now. It has not been approved by the FDA, but this has a lot of people out there concerned.
Wow.
All I know is with these drugs is I'm I'm going to try to avoid them forever because I've just seen and heard so many horror stories about all the different applications of them. Obviously, the drug companies love them. Doctors love giving them out.
Money.
I know even if I'm in pain, I got to figure out a way to not take these drugs.
You say that doctors love them, and that's been my I get doctors to prescribe these things to me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I get Vicodin and all this stuff, and I don't like the way they make me feel. I take one Vicodin, and I can't feel my lips. And I'm not going to take one that has 4 times the amount and releases that over 12 hours. What would you possibly do while under Vicodin? Oh, that's enough.
Track 6.
So this might be a story about how bad our healthcare system
How bad is
or
it,
it might
Bob?
just be a story about a mistake. Well, Alexis Rodriguez checked in the hospital a few months back for pneumonia.
Okay, it happens.
So he wanted to get looked at, and it's all good. Except he got the bill in the mail, and the bill almost sent him back to the hospital
Why
for
is
more
that?
treatment because it was for $44 million. Yeah, he said he almost had an anxiety attack when
Yeah,
he
you
opened the
think?
bill. Luckily, he didn't have to go back to the hospital. The hospital in question said it was just simply a system error.
It was probably only 4.4 million
Yeah.
right now. But in the true spirit of how things work in this country, I'm eagerly awaiting Mr. Rodriguez to announce that he is suing the hospital for said anxiety that he got for the clerical error. That would be in keeping with American
For
tradition.
$44 million.
Yeah.
If you get a bill for $44 million and you've gone in for pneumonia, you know that there's an error somewhere,
come
all
on.
right? But how many times do we get the regular hospital bill
Exactly.
and it's only $100 or $200 or maybe $1,000 more than what we
There
would
was no
expect?
error.
But we have no idea
Yeah.
that there was an error and we don't question it. We end up paying for it.
Interesting. Look at Pamela. So apparently there's a fine-tooth comb that you need to go through everything with. That is the playlist. We're running down the stories that people are talking about. We do it at 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30. We appreciate you joining us for this hour's version of The Playlist.